It doesn't matter who dies in this country. It doesn't matter who dies in this country. Jack is never going back into his box. You will never get Jack back into that box. And if you try to touch Jack, Jack will send you to the lime pits, you and all your children. And God is going to watch and allow it. So the reason God has sent me is to let you know to keep your hands off Jack and to mind Jack when he's passing, and to not talk too loud when Jack is in the building, because Jack is going to have a billion snitches that are willing to sell you out for 2 cents and a teenage chicken. That's why God has sent me, to let you know that this is Jack's hour, that it is Jack's moment of fame. And the beast received his power from the dragon, and it was granted to him to triumph against every tribe and tongue and nation. Jack is on the move, so you need to learn to mind Jack, because Jack has no forgiveness, because Jack is a single player only, and Jack will prevail mightily against the saints, because Daniel already told you in chapter 7 that he saw a 4th beast rising, and it was not like the others, meaning that the final kingdom of the end is going to be a crushing and destroying Reich that will trample the residue underfoot. You know what Jack has to tell you? Jack says that it's not his fault that you haven't been reading the Bible. Jack says that it's not his fault that you believed Tony Evans and T.D. Jakes and Joel Osteen and everybody else, and you thought that that was what Christianity was. Jack knows his Bible, and Jack is on the move. Jack is rising like 10 horns that have 10 crowns on it, that sit on a beast that has a blasphemous name on the forehead. And Jack says, mind me as I pass. Mind me, because I'm the owner of the lime pits. And you should have read your Bible. Jack says, it's my time now. I'm the captain now. And all God has to say is, it is written. Every word I just said is in the Bible, except for Jack. So what you're going to do is you're going to learn how to live on Jack's good side, unless they will cut your hand off when we go into the season of Sharia law. And you won't be able to say, hey, I'm an American, because it's really hard to care about what you are when you have one hand like a Saudi that made a mistake. They will cut your hand off in this America. I've already talked about it. The place where they tell you, you've been bad. You've been bad. They cut your hand off. They cut your head off if you've been bad enough. Jack has the upper hand now. It doesn't matter who you're waiting to die. It doesn't matter what election you're waiting for. You are never going back to normal. Donald Trump is just a foreshadowing. A foreshadowing is like the previews at the movie. This summer. That's what a foreshadowing is. It tells you what's coming up next on the agenda.